Hey, this is Paul from Wondershare MobileTrans, and in this video we're going to have a look at some frequently asked questions, because what you'd have seen is that iOS 16 is out and about now in the terms of the public and the developer beta. And if you've not had a look at our video on iOS 16, then do go and check that out as well before you start watching this video. But what are those new features of iOS 16, and of course why has it caused a bit of an uproar as well? Well, stay tuned to the end of this video and you will find out exactly why. But of course you know what the drill is here. If you've not subscribed to the MobileTrans channel, then go ahead and subscribe now, and make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so then you get notified every time we upload a video. But for today's video, let's get into it. You'd have seen it by now that iOS 16 has been released as a public beta and a developer beta for some weeks now, and that's upgrading the iOS 16, the new version, from its old version of iOS 15. But of course, when you upgrade a new iOS version, there's always new things that you might want to have a look about, and on this one there are some new stuff as well. So from privacy features and settings, there is also a brand new redesigned lock screen with new fonts, new ways you can customize it, and widgets that you can now have on that lock screen as well. And what we'll do is we'll take a bit of a deeper look into what some of those features are, and we will start with probably the biggest new feature of iOS 16, and that is the customized new lock screen. With iOS 16 you can change the text font and colors on your lock screen by tapping in any sort of area like you would do to delete an app, and you're no longer now limited to single lock screens. You can actually swipe between different lock screens, which makes it similar to how you would create that on your Apple Watch. And to have access to all of those different widgets on there as well, all you need to do is long tap on that screen or long hold on the screen, and that's when you can start to edit some of these lock screens. Having that new customized lock screen gives the iPhone a complete new fresh feel as well, and that is something that we are really excited about here on iOS 16. But we are not finished there with new features. The next updates are those that have been made to focus mode, and include some that relate to the lock screen, because the lock screen that is displayed can change based on your focus profile. For example, a meeting focus profile could change the wallpaper on your lock screen and provide a row of widgets with event information. As a further aid in streamlining your workflow, focus filters also allow you to block out tabs in Safari, events in Calendar, accounts in Mail, and more. Which now just means that when you want to be focused on your work, it's even easier and quicker to do so when you upgrade to iOS 16. And remember, the public beta is now out, so if you wanted to upgrade to iOS 16 you can do, but it's always a good idea to back up the information on your device first. But while you think about that, let's tell you about another new feature. Notifications are also getting an upgrade with live activities, which are essentially pinned widgets like notifications that allow you to check a game score, or track the progress of a food delivery, or maybe track the progress of your Uber. Notifications have had a new design as well, with new animations that appear from the bottom of the lock screen this time rather than the middle, making them easier to see at a glance whilst remaining out of the way. And if you have a big phone, like a Pro Max phone, it makes it a bit easier to just reach those notifications as well. And those updates don't stop there either, because when you start looking into messages on iMessage, there's some pretty nifty stuff that's been added to here as well. One of the biggest features is the undo button. This just allows you to delete a message for up to 15 minutes after you've sent it. So really useful if you've realized you've sent that person the wrong message, or maybe what you need to do is that you've just spelt something wrong and you need to change it, and within that 15 minutes it allows you to do so. But remember, this only applies to iMessage and not SMS messages. And the person receiving that message also has to be on iOS 16 as well, otherwise it will not work. So make sure that you get everybody to update their iOS before trying to undo these messages. Wallet's privacy is improving as well, with third-party apps now able to use in-app ID verification. And to have tap to pay on iPhone coming to iOS 16, eliminating the need for those pay terminals. And that means that the wallet feature also allows you to view receipts and track orders as well, which is quite exciting. But additionally to that, there is order tracking, which allows you to view the most recent information on your Apple Pay orders and Apple Pay Later, which divides purchases into 4 interest-free payments spread out over 6 weeks. It'll be a bit interesting to see how Apple's Pay Later works, but that's something that is coming to iOS 16 depending on what region you'll be in. A new privacy tool as well called Safety Check has been introduced to assist those at risk of violence or harassment by partners. An emergency reset feature also allows users to sign out of iCloud on all of their devices and request privacy permissions and limit messaging to only the device that they use in their hands. Users can also choose not to share their location with this tool, which is something that's really handy and really useful to try and help you stay safe. But also there's an update to spatial audio. Spatial audio is used for an even more precise and immersive listening experience, and that was described by Apple, and you can now use the True Depth camera on your iPhone to create customized spatial audio profiles for your AirPods Pro or AirPods Max. iOS 16 has some really new exciting features, but of course they might not all work yet if you download that developer or public beta profiles, so you just need to be a little bit patient whilst using them because they might just be a little bit awkward to use at the moment. If you've got an Android phone and you think that actually the look of iOS 16 is pretty good and you want to upgrade to an iPhone and then upgrade to iOS 16, the question might be, can you move your WhatsApp chats from your Android to iOS 16? And the answer is yes, MobileTrans will support iOS 16. MobileTrans is one of the best programs for transferring WhatsApp from Android to iPhone, and this makes it nice and easy with a simple process, and even non-tech savvy users can use this as well, and you don't even have to back up WhatsApp first. Let me show you the really simple and easy steps that you would need to take, so just follow the next steps. Connect your old Samsung or Android device and iPhone to the computer using a USB cable. Next, install and launch MobileTrans on your Windows or Mac, and then select the WhatsApp transfer option from the available options. The application will detect both devices, and then they will label them as either the source or destination device, and you can change that destination yourself just by clicking that flip button in the middle at the top there. Then click the start button to begin the WhatsApp transfer. And if you've been using WhatsApp on your iPhone, you can choose whether or not to keep the existing data. Then you might just have to wait a few minutes for that process to finish. And remember, do not turn off your phones or unplug them until the process is finished. And that is it. It shouldn't take too long, and all of that device data should have transferred over to your new iPhone on iOS 16. But the question people are having still is, well, what if I don't have a PC? Is there a way that I can actually move these chats from Android to iPhone on iOS 16 without a PC? The answer is yes. Suppose you don't have a computer or you don't want to use a computer for this transfer, then you can use an app called Wutsapper, which you can download from the Google Play Store. Wutsapper allows you to transfer WhatsApp data from Android phones to iPhone 13s without the use of that computer. All you need is 2 phones and 1 OTG cable or a USB-C to Lightning cable, and then open up Wutsapper to start the transfer of the data. Again, it's really easy, quick and simple to do, and you can do it without being tech savvy, so let me show you exactly the steps that you would need to take. Of course, you need to install Wutsapper from the Google Play Store, and then you need to open it up. The app will determine whether your phone has a WhatsApp backup. If not, Wutsapper will demonstrate how to back up WhatsApp on your phone. Remember to bring an OTG or USB-C Lightning cable because you need that next. After connecting the 2 phones via the cables, you need to click Trust and enter your phone's number on both phones. The phone number must be the same one as used to sign into your backup on WhatsApp. You can then begin transferring. Wutsapper will begin by perusing your WhatsApp backup, and then here just be a bit patient. Once that is finished, what you need to do is just click Start to transfer your WhatsApp data, and remember, this can sometimes take its time, so just sit there and be a bit patient, but the process will then be completed. There we go. Hopefully this video has now helped you out and shown you some of those iOS 16 features, and maybe it's even tempted you to upgrade to an iPhone and iOS 16. But remember, we also showed you how you can move your WhatsApps from Android to iPhone really easily through Wutsapper or the MobileTrans app. And of course, there is no proper native solution to do it, so MobileTrans is the best third-party app to use. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you out, then why not give it a like? Subscribe to the MobileTrans channel as well, because we release videos every single week to try and help you out. And while you're here, why not hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss out on any of the videos that we upload to the channel. And if you've done all of that, then next time we will see you once again.